सर आवाज नाही येते.
हाँ.
ऑडिओ सर.
हाँ सर.
Yeah, this to run this application, we have to run like right click, go to run as, and run as a Java application. Run as a Java application. Okay, it will get run. Okay, it will launch the browser. Which browser it will launch? It will launch Chrome actually. Sorry, it will launch Firefox actually. We just tested previous one. So let's see. The script will launch the browser, and the browser is what? Firefox, and that Firefox will navigate to the this server. Similarly, how we work with uh, Firefox. So how to launch Chrome and how to launch IE. Okay, how we should have to test our application on different browser like Chrome, like IE. So for that also, we should have to, these are the third party browser like Chrome, IE. These are the third party browser. To work with third party browser, we should have to download the corresponding driver exe for those browsers. Similarly, here we have downloaded gekodriver.exe. So there also we will download some other driver exe, other driver exe. What are those? So we'll check with launching the Chrome also. With launching the Chrome also. So let's is building the path. First it will load it, okay, workspace, and then it will launch. So building workspace and all, it's taking some time, not an issue. Let it be. How to launch Firefox, we know. So now just go to the location. This is the location. At this location, we'll go to the for some other browser. How to download driver.exe. Okay, just go to this location, click on downloads. Once you click on downloads, you will go on download page. Okay, here on this page, so download the driver exe for other browser. Okay, you see, so just under this browser section, okay, just like we have downloaded a gekodriver.exe from this section. So for iDriver server, you can download the driver exe, and for Chrome also, just click on download, open in new tab, and download the driver exe. Okay, driver exe. So at a time I will download this Internet Explorer also and Chrome driver also, so that every time we no need to download it. Okay, so I will go to this location. So simply it will take time. Just go to this location and download it. So you see the previous script, it has started for Firefox. So and it will try to launch the browser, which is what? Chrome. Sorry, Firefox. So every time we used to work with Chrome, that's what Chrome. Okay, well, we'll go. So we are doing multitasking. Okay, this is for so iDriver. Okay, so from where you should have to like install this driver. Just the driver ext server executable file is there in this location. Okay, just click on this download for IE. Similarly for Chrome, so what is the current version of Chrome? Just check the current version of Chrome. Just click on help, click on about browser. What is the current version of Chrome? Based on that, download the driver. Okay, so the current version of Chrome. To check that, I just click on this small window, gone to the help, and then you see the current version of Chrome is what? This is the 84.4147. Accordingly, we have to download the driver.exe for Chrome. So the previous table release is what? Chrome driver 84.4146. Just click on that. The moment you will click on that, it will start downloading. Okay. And for this also, so we are working with Selenium 3.14. Just go to the Selenium 3.14. From here, just download this. Which one? Just download this one. Okay. So this iDriver server hyphen Windows 32-bit. Okay. This one you just download from here, this location. Okay. And from Chrome driver, so the current version of Chrome is we are using the version of the Chrome is what? 84 point something. For that we will use this stable one Gecko driver, Chrome driver.exe. And for Gecko driver we have already installed. Okay. So the moment you click on that, it will get start downloading. Okay. So here also, the moment you will click on that, it will start downloading. Once you download it, I have already been downloaded. Okay, at this location. Just let me go to the location where I did download it. Okay, let's. So in driver, in this folder, in drivers folder, I have downloaded so Chrome driver as well as Gecko driver. So you will get a this kind of zip file. Okay, Chrome driver.exe. Just right click on that file and just extract there only. Okay. Similarly for iDriver server also we have to do. Okay, iDriver server, right click over there and extract there only. Once you will extract it, you will get a driver exe, Chrome driver.exe and Gecko driver. So what I will do, guys, so instead of storing all this, okay, so instead of keeping all these driver exe, so at the project, like wherever you are working in current working directory, we'll create a one folder with the name drivers and we'll keep all that driver exe in that folder so that you will get easy to navigate to that location. Okay, let me create a one folder. Right click, go to new, click on folder. Let me create one folder with the name drivers so that I can easily work with that project location. This is the driver folder. In this driver folders, we'll keep all that driver exe. Okay, just go to the location and just copy this first one, Chrome driver, Gecko driver, iDriver server. Copy all these three drivers, go to the this location drivers in current working directory and paste all that driver within that location. Okay, once you will get pasted all this driver, just copy paste come. Okay, once you pasted all these driver, they will get pasted into this location. In sample -java project, all the drivers will get come here. Okay, so we don't require this iDriver server jar file, just delete it. We require iDriver server.exe file. All the executable file will require, not a zip file. Okay, so simply that copied zip file will remove. And how to launch the third-party browser and driver browser? To launch third-party browser, we require to set system variable path. For that, we are setting the system variable path. Okay, so this is the program we have written for. Okay, to launch Firefox. Okay, so actually we set the system variable path where the driver.gecko driver.exe was there. But now currently we have kept this gecko driver.exe current working directly. So instead of writing this much of, okay, this much of path, just remove this path. Okay, I will remove this path, and this gecko driver is available in current working directory. We have a drivers folder. In current working directory we have a drivers folder. Within that you can keep like single backslash. Dot means what? Current working directory. Under that we have a drivers folder. Under that we have a gecko driver.exe file. Okay, you can you can modify that path. Okay, just specify the location of geckodriver.exe. It will help us to launch the Firefox browser. Before going to launch the Firefox browser, we have to set the system variable path for geckodriver.exe. So let me try to run it, this application, and we'll check. So guys, if you don't set the system variable path, then you will get a which exception? Illegal state exception.
Illegal state.
Okay, so it's saying java.lang.illegal state exception, the driver ext does not set. Okay, actually, so let me save this. Might be it doesn't save, and let me try to run once again. Once saved it, in current working driver folder, again it's saying. Okay, so let me take 2 backslashes. In current working directory, we have drivers folder, and in that we have geckodriver.exe. Why man? So again it is saying webdriver.geckodriver. So let me take here. Okay, just go ahead, go to path. This is the path, just location of that driver exe. Let me take like this. That also work here. That also. Why it is not working in this? We have a drivers folder. Under that we have a geckodriver.exe. So what is the geckodriver.exe? Control S, Control F11. Yeah, this time it has to launch. Okay, it will take 10 seconds of time. Okay, actually Firefox will take some time to launch it. Okay, he started. Script is started. Let's go to the console and we'll check what are the warning messages we are getting. Can you hear me? You are saying your voice is. Someone is saying your voice is not audible.
सर तो मगाशी केला होता मी मेसेज.
हो. Okay.
आता आवाज येतोय.
Okay. It started. And similarly, you can go for third party like some Chrome and IE also to launch your browser and navigate to your testing URL. Okay. So actually we download the driver exe for Chrome as well as IE driver server. Okay. And this is taking too much of time. You see it has downloaded and is navigating to the Facebook. You see, it's launched the browser automatically and navigating to the Facebook. So it's loading, actually it's navigated now. Facebook, this is the Facebook page actually, and previous time it was like navigated like this. So let me close this browser. So how to navigate, like how to work with Chrome and IE also, similarly how we work with this, similarly we can work with Chrome and IE. Okay, similarly in src folder, we'll write a one small script to launch Chrome, similarly to launch IE. So just create a simple Java class. Okay, create a simple Java class and give the name of the Java class launch Firefox. We are launching Chrome, so to launch Chrome browser, launch Chrome. launch Chrome, we'll write this. Okay, launch Chrome. So actually, we'll use main method as an execution engine. So main method, once you return main method, if you create an object, you see the moment you create object of, this is the Chrome driver API. This is the Chrome driver API which will help us to what happened, it's not coming automatically. And Eclipse is not responding actually. It's taking, you see. Still Eclipse is loading here. There is no use of recording and all. Just use Chrome driver. If you create an object of Chrome driver, it will create an object of Chrome driver and it will, it is not coming. Like this. Just mouse over. Why it's not coming Chrome? And mouse over. Create Chrome driver. Wait, huh? Actually, what happened? This is the project we were created, and let me delete here. This is the project we were created previously, and there we are writing the code for Selenium. This is sample Java project, not a Selenium project. In that, we created all the driver.exe we kept here. Okay, that's what for that Chrome driver. It was not able to recognize the path, as well as it was not recognize this Chrome driver object. Okay, API from Selenium. So actually, just we added this reference library here, like we previously added. Now you see, the moment you create Chrome driver, you see this Chrome driver will come. You have to import this Chrome driver from this package. Okay, so if you don't set system variable for this will help us to launch the browser. Okay, it will launch the Chrome browser. But you see, while launching the Chrome browser, if you don't set system variable path for this driver, you will get a illegal state exception when you run this application. Okay, so at that time you will get a one exception, illegal state exception. Why you will get illegal state exception? Just because of that, you should have to set system variable path, executable path for this webdriver.chrome.driver. Okay, otherwise you will get illegal state exception. Okay, if you don't system variable path for that third party browser. This is Chrome is a third party browser. Okay, for this third party browser you have to set system variable path. You have to set system variable path, otherwise you will get this exception, java dot like commented. Okay, java.lang dot illegal state exception. So to launch the Chrome browser successfully, what you have to do? Before that, you have to set system path. Okay, just use system is a predefined class in Java, and just use set property method. Okay, what is the property you have to set? No need to remember. Okay, so here in console it's saying java.lang.illegal state exception, the path driver executable must be set. What you have to set? Webdriver.chrome. Okay, what it is saying, you have to set webdriver.chrome.driver. This is the key. This is the key you have to write here. And where is the driver? The driver is so you have to say everything is what small. Okay, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. Okay, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, and the path is what? In current working directory we have a drivers folder. Within that we have a, you see, Chrome driver dot exe. Chrome driver dot exe. So let me set the system variable path for this driver. You can write like this also, not an issue. And this is my driver. I will create a reference for that driver. Reference means what? Reference object for this driver, and we'll navigate to the one of the URL. Okay, how to navigate? We'll navigate on that reference. We'll call one of the method, get method. Okay, so by using get method, we will navigate to the application under test. So by using get method, we will navigate to the application under test. Let's suppose we are testing as of now the server which is called Facebook. This is the application under test we are doing. Okay, so this is the system variable path we have set to launch Chrome before going to launch the Chrome, and then the moment this statement will launch the Chrome, and this statement will navigate to this application facebook.com. Okay, how to run? Control F11. So the moment you will do Control F11, it will start executing your script, and it will launch this browser, Chrome driver, like Chrome browser. It will launch. Okay, you see, Chrome driver was started successfully, and it was listening on this port. Currently, this Chrome driver you are using. This is the Chrome driver 84.4147, and let's check. It has launched one of the browser, which is what, this one, and it will navigate to the facebook.com. Get it?
Yes, sir.
This is the Facebook side. Okay, so done some modification for this. Actually, this is the Facebook side. Still it is loading. Okay, let me close it. So similarly, you can go for IE also. IE also. So to launch IE, just create class. What is class? IE. Launch IE. Okay, I will finish it. So you know, this is the third party. This is also third party browser. Okay, so we have downloaded the driver exe for this IE also. But if you don't say this is Internet Explorer driver. Okay, so just we use Internet Explorer driver exe driver server to launch. So it will launch the IE browser. This API means what? This object will launch the IE browser. But this browser is also a third party browser. Okay, if you are working with third party browser, okay, if you are working with third party browser, you have to set system variable path for that. Okay, otherwise you will get which exception? Illegal state exception. You see, let me launch it. You see, the immediately when you launch it, you will get an illegal state exception, as well as, so you will get a meaningful message also. What? You can download this driver exe from this location. Okay, from this location you can download. So already we have downloaded this driver exe from their official website. Okay, so to set the system variable path, what they are saying, so you have to set system variable path for that, and the variable key name is what? WebDriver.ie.driver. Okay, we have to say like this, system.not_set out. Just use system.set property method. The set property method will take it two value. One is what? Key. This is the key, and one is what? Value. What is value? Where the driver exe have kept. I have kept this driver exe in current working directory. In that we have a IE driver server.exe. You see, so from where I am taking this IE driver server, you can see, you can take here. Have a look here. You see, from here we are taking this IE driver server, IE driver server .exe. Am I clear? Now launch the browser. Once launch the browser, let me create a reference for that, like a reference variable for this IE driver server. Okay. Once you launch it, again navigate to server under test, HTTPS. You can use HTTPS or HTTP. Okay, not an issue. Facebook.com. Just navigate to the. Now let's see. Let me run it. This script. Run as Java application. So once you started this IE driver server, you see it has started on this port currently on the started Internet Explorer driver 32-bit on this Selenium jars 3.14. Okay, listening on port 3309 and only local connection are allowed, like that. You see it has launched the browser, and let me check. So first time you will get like this. Okay, so just ask me later. Let me close and let me run once again. It has launched. So first time it will take local connection and then navigate to the Facebook page. Get it? Okay, before that system variable path. Okay, set property method, and it will take webdriver dot decode dot driver, webdriver dot decode dot driver, and the value is what? In current working directory we have drivers folder. Under that decode driver dot exe. This is the system variable path we have set for this decode driver dot exe, and then we'll navigate to application under test. We are taking application under test. This is what facebook.com. Control F11. Firefox and Chrome takes times. So here Firefox also taking time. Let's launch Firefox. So it's saying not responding. Let it wait. It will take some time. Okay, it's navigated to this page. Yeah, guys, write down in note. In note, whenever we are working with third-party browsers, like Chrome IE, and the Firefox browser, which is 64 version and above, which is 64 version and above, then we should have to set system variable path. Then we should have to set system variable path for driver exe, for driver exe of each browser. Otherwise we'll get illegal state exception at runtime. Otherwise we will get illegal state exception at runtime. Okay, get it? Path. When you don't set system variable path, then you will get illegal state exception. Let's one minute only, huh? Just give me.
Yes, sir.
Now, so we'll discuss what is Selenium WebDriver. What is Selenium WebDriver? What exactly WebDriver is? Okay, what is this WebDriver? Actually, this WebDriver, it is an interface, guys. This WebDriver is an interface. So it is an interface. So you know, every interface having a what I am doing. So this WebDriver, it is an interface. So every interface is having only incomplete method, as you know that. So this WebDriver defines some predefined methods. All those predefined methods. So whatever implementation classes are there for this WebDriver, those will implement those methods. Like, what are the implementation classes are there for this Selenium WebDriver? The implementation classes for the Selenium WebDrivers are like, you know, IE driver server, okay, IE driver, okay, Internet Explorer driver, you know, Internet, just we have seen Internet Explorer driver. Let me draw this WebDriver. Let me go to the slide. What is this WebDriver? WebDriver, it is an, so this WebDriver, it is an interface. What is this WebDriver? It is an interface, and this interface having a implementation classes. What are the implementation classes for this WebDriver? The implementation classes for these WebDrivers are, you know, Chrome driver. So Chrome driver is one of the implementation class. Like, we can go for IE, Internet Explorer driver, okay. Then you have a Firefox driver, then you have a Opera driver, then you have, these are the implementation classes, okay. Then you have Safari driver. If you want to work with Safari driver, then you have a Microsoft Edge driver is also one of the implementation class for this, okay, this WebDriver interface. So this WebDriver interface defines only incomplete method, and all these implementation classes, all these classes will implement this WebDriver. And provide the implementation for all the incomplete methods of this WebDriver interface. Okay, let's suppose get method is there. This get method is used to navigate to the particular application under test. Okay, so actually this get method is the incomplete method within the WebDriver interface. When you implement this WebDriver interface, you have to provide, you know, only abstract method. Interface method. So every interface holds only incomplete method or abstract method. When you implement any interface, you have to provide implementation for that method. So you have to provide implementation for this method with logics. So whatever logics are there, when you use get method, so we use get method to navigate to the particular server. Similarly, we have a multiple methods, incomplete methods or abstract method defined by this Selenium WebDriver. So when you use particular class, let's suppose you are working with Chrome browser, you will use Chrome driver to launch Chrome browser. To navigate to particular URL, you will use the implementation method for this web driver. Actually, all these classes are implementation classes for this Selenium web driver. Okay, always remember that in an interview room you will get a questions like what is Selenium, like what is web driver. So web driver, it is an interface. What are the APIs of web driver? The APIs of web driver are Chrome driver, Internet Explorer driver, Firefox driver, Opera driver, Safari driver. These are the implementation classes or APIs of web driver. Okay, so if you want to perform cross-browser testing, you can perform cross-browser testing also on that web driver. Okay, how to perform cross-browser testing? You get it. What is web driver? It is an interface. And what are the implementation classes of web driver? The implementation classes of web driver are Firefox driver, Safari driver, okay, Chrome driver, Internet Explorer driver. These are the implementation classes of that web driver. Okay. So how to perform cross-browser testing? So if you want to perform cross-browser testing, let's say perform here cross-browser testing. Cross-browser testing. So I will write public, will take static void. Okay. So this is our browser launch method. So we'll take one of the method, which is what browser launch method. So which browser you want to launch? Just specify. Okay, browser name. So whatever browser you want to launch. Okay. So we are writing the script to perform cross browser testing. Okay, we are writing here script to perform cross browser testing. We'll say. Okay, we'll say. So whatever browser, on which browser you want to perform testing, if that browser you are passing, okay, if that browser equals to, if you want to navigate to the Firefox, then use Firefox. Okay, simply use this Firefox script. Okay, so what I will do, so set the system variable path for that Firefox. Okay, set the system variable path for Firefox, system.set property. How to set system variable for Firefox? So like this. So this is the key, webdriver dot decode dot driver. This is the key, and what is the value? The value for Firefox is what? The location where the driver exe is available, or gecko driver dot exe. So the gecko driver dot exe is available in the current working directory. We have a drivers folder in that gecko driver dot exe, and let me launch Firefox. Okay, the moment you will do, this is the implementation. This is the implementation class for web driver. So what we will do? So we'll initialize web driver at, like, we can create reference of an web driver at class level. We can create reference of an web driver at class level, or that we can create reference of an interface. Similarly, web driver is an interface. We are creating reference of this interface at class level. The moment you create any object, like Firefox object you are creating, if you create Firefox object and you're creating reference of that Firefox object, this Firefox object will get initialized at class level. Web driver, this is an interface. An interface can hold memory address of an object. This Firefox driver is one of the object, and web driver is the parent class for this Firefox. That's what this web driver can hold memory address. Let's suppose you don't want to work with Firefox. You want to work with, okay, you don't want to work with Firefox. You want to work with some other browser. Let's say you are working with Chrome. You want to working with Chrome. Just take, if that is Chrome, if the browser we are passing, if it is Chrome, then I will set the system variable path for the Chrome. How to say system variable path for Chrome? Like this: webdriver.gecko.driver. Instead of gecko, just write chrome.driver, driver.exe, chrome driver.exe. You know, this is the chrome driver.exe. And instead of this, just use chrome driver object. Okay, and import this chrome driver from particular package. Now, third time, let's suppose you don't want to work with this also. Okay, if you don't want to work with this also, okay, you wanted to work with Internet Explorer. Just check whatever browser you are passing. If that browser is Internet Explorer, okay, I will say IE. If that browser is IE, it will match and it will let me navigate to the webdriver.ie.server, and this is IE driver server.exe. IE driver server.exe. Properly, you see, properly. You guys are there or not? Just I am speaking. You see, properly we are like mentioning the path from here. From this location, we are mentioning the path of the driver server. From this location, we are taking this driver. Okay, IE driver server, Chrome driver, exe, gecko driver, and all. So, and we are specifying the path of those. Okay. So this is what browser launching method we have just used. If it is Firefox, then it will launch Firefox browser. Set up the system variable path for Firefox and launch the Firefox. No, if it is Chrome, then it will launch Chrome. No, if it is some IE, Internet Explorer, okay, Internet Explorer driver, where is Internet Explorer? Internet Explorer driver. If it is Internet Explorer driver, this is the one of the implementation class. If it is Internet Explorer, then launch the Internet Explorer. Okay, what we will do once we launch it, particular browser, once you launch the browser, so we'll maximize the window for that. If nothing will get matched, okay, if nothing will get matched, what we will do, here will display the one message. Okay, here will display one message. What message will display? Okay, hey guys, you there or not? Just I am speaking here.
Yes, sir, we are there.
Yeah, okay. So if you are not getting, let me know. Let me write. Okay, if the any driver exe not matching, then we'll say here driver exe not match, and hence browser will not. Okay, browser won't get launch. Just will write. If the any of the driver exe not match from above, then we'll say one just else message. Okay, if nothing will get matched, else we'll say driver exe not matched, and hence browser won't get launch. Okay, so if the driver exe is matched, so what I will do, I will maximize the window first. Driver dot, how to maximize? Use this method, driver dot manage dot windows dot maximize. So this method just use to maximize the window. Okay, then after that, to navigate to the particular URL, driver.get, just use gateway. You can take the URL at runtime also. You can take the on which browser you want to execute and which URL. What is the application under test? That application under test, that URL also you can take at runtime. That URL. Okay. And then after that, once you navigated to that URL, what I will do? So we'll close the browser. So there are two ways to quit the browser, by using close method and by using quit method. So that difference we will take in next example. Okay, in next part. So this is what this is the browser launch method. Okay, accordingly, which browser you want to launch, that browser name we are taking, and what is the application under test that we are passing, and we are matching it. If it is Firefox, then we will launch the Firefox. If it is Chrome, it is launching the Chrome. If it is IE, it is launching the IE. Otherwise, if it is not matching with any of them, so we'll display this message. Okay, like that. So how to do this? Just we are writing in the same class, we are writing this cross browser testing. It means, can we able to launch multiple browser, or can we able to test same test cases on multiple browser, different browser. Just take here main method. Okay, so this is browser launch is a static method. Okay, browser launch is a static method. We don't require to create object. Okay, just use browser launch. It will ask what is the browser name. So which browser you want to launch? I want to launch Firefox. So we are using equals method, not a equals ignore case method. Okay, this Firefox and this Firefox must be same, otherwise it won't get matched and it won't get launch the browser. Okay, so I want to launch Firefox, and what is the application under test or URL? The URL is what? http:// the URL is what? We are going to test Gmail application. Okay, now on Firefox I will run Gmail and will close the browser, as well as so on Chrome I will launch the Chrome, and this time just use www. Okay, if you don't use, not an issue, but HTTP is required. Server, so this is the server request. Always use this HTTP. Okay, and this time I will use Google. I will go to the Google, and then once the Google page will get loaded, we'll close the Google. Similarly, so on IE, so this is Chrome. This is Chrome we have used, and this is IE we are used. On IE, what we'll do, we'll navigate to one of the page that is called www.facebook.com. Now observe carefully how well it will get launched one by one. First it will check if it is Firefox, it will launch Firefox, and then maximize the window, and then navigate to the Gmail, and then it will close the Gmail. Okay, then it will close the Gmail. Similarly, it will for this again, that method will get called browser launch method. It will check if it is Chrome. Okay, Chrome dot equals to Firefox, no. Chrome dot equals to Chrome, yes, it is matching. This condition is matching. Launching the browser Chrome, navigating to maximizing the window, navigating to particular URL, closing the browser. Like that it will perform operation simultaneously for IE also. Let me run this script. So just control F11. So started. Gecko driver means what? Chrome, Firefox. Firefox takes some time. Just launch the Firefox, maximize the window, and for Firefox it will navigate to which page? Gmail. Navigating to Gmail now. Once this Gmail page will get loaded, it will close the browser also simultaneously. Actually, network issue, like network is running quite slow. So this is Gmail page, and once it will get loaded completely, it will close the browser also. Okay, now second time it has to launch Chrome, as well as maximize the window, navigate to the URL Google, and then close. Observe the behavior of an application, how application will get tested automatically. So in this session, just we are looking like how to launch and how to navigate only, okay, and how we are launching the browser, different browser, and how we are like executing our script. So it has closed. Now third time it will launch IE and maximize the window, navigate to Facebook. So first time it will check localhost and then the testing URL. So the title of this page is what? Facebook login or sign up. First it will load and then it will perform close operation. Has to perform close operation. Okay. Like that. This is the behavior. Okay. Am I clear? Okay. From where exactly these implementation classes are coming? Actually, we are taking these classes from their particular packages. You see, if you go to the reference library, in this reference library, let me check client combine, client, not this one, common logging. Where is Selenium jar? org OpenQA. This is what for org OpenQA for Selenium Chrome. From this package, this class. You see, similarly, ACE, Internet, like Firefox. Then after that, we have some other also. This is one of the package, selenium.io package. So let me check some other package also, client combine this. You see, org OpenQA from Selenium, these are the classes coming. org OpenQA from Selenium, these are the classes we are getting. Okay. So from where this WebDriver is coming? This WebDriver is coming from this package. Okay. Where is this WebDriver interface? I will show you WebDriver. You see, WebDriver dot class. This is an interface. So every interface having a one symbol, that is what I. This is the WebDriver. This is the WebDriver which is coming from this. So you know, if you create an interface also and you compile it, it will generate a dot class file. This has generating a dot class file. These are the dot class files only. And if you open it for Chrome also, you see from this Chrome, this is the Chrome. Okay, this one is the Chrome, and this is what Chrome driver class. Okay, and what are the these are the like capabilities we have: Chrome driver options, Chrome driver server, and all. Okay, if you expand this Chrome driver again, if you expand this Chrome driver class, so you will get all the function of this driver. This is the constructor, first constructor. This is the second constructor. This is the third constructor. How many constructor? Almost 4-5 constructor are there. Get load storage method, get network method, get session storage method, get torch method, launch application method. These are the methods. Okay, actually. So these are from here. What is Selenium WebDriver? WebDriver, it is an interface. Selenium WebDriver, it is an interface which is having multiple implementation classes like Internet Explorer driver, Firefox driver, Chrome driver, Opera driver, Safari driver, like this. Okay, write down this. This is the architectural hierarchy. Okay, this is the architectural hierarchy of Selenium WebDriver. You have to know. WebDriver, you take the WebDriver and their implementation classes like Chrome driver, Internet Explorer driver, Safari, driver, Firefox driver, Opera driver, etc. Okay, we have a multiple classes. Almost Selenium supports all the browsers. So all the browser having all implementation driver exe. So this is WebDriver and their implementation classes. Am I clear? This is what WebDriver guys, okay? WebDriver, and these are the implementation. So in interview room, you might be get a one question, what is WebDriver? So always say WebDriver, it is an interface. So what are the APIs of WebDriver? The APIs of WebDriver are Chrome driver, Internet Explorer driver, Safari driver. Whatever implementation classes are there, you can let them know all these implementation classes. And this is the, like, in simple way you can describe, this is the architectural hierarchy of Selenium. These are the implementation classes. All the incomplete method or abstract method of this WebDriver, this classes is implementing. Okay, this classes is implementing. This is guys cross browser testing. Okay, and why we initialize this driver is equals to, like, why we make it is as static, so that we can able to use this driver, okay, this reference throughout the class in any area within this static area or any static area or any instance area. Once you create any reference, okay, any reference variable at class level, then you can able to use within any area, in static area or instance area. But before going to use it, you have to initialize. You see, we are initializing like this. And this WebDriver, it is an interface. We can create reference of an interface. This reference can hold memory address of child class. Okay, this is the implementation class for this interface. That is what this reference, this interface can able to hold memory address of this object for every object. This is also a implementation class for interface. That is why if you create an object, it can able to hold the memory address of that object at class level.